Barbados Airways, a regional airline of Guyana with its main hub at Eugene F. Carrera International Airport, is set to expand its services to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. CEO of Barbados Airways, Gerald Guevara, said in a video that the airline has a good relationship with SVG and will now expand its services here.
Is going to be expanding our operations into St. Vincent. St. Vincent just finished building a brand new spanking modern airport in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, and we have always had a good relationship with St. Vincent and the government of St. Vincent. And so even today as I speak to you, my son, who is in Antigua, we just did a flight to Antigua last night. On his way back, he's landing in St. Vincent. He's going to be meeting with government officials, because we really want to give effect to this whole concept of CARICOM and working together. And I think the government of St. Vincent had a lot of vision in building this new airport, brand spanking new 11,000-foot runway with jetways and modern terminal buildings. And we are going to be working with them in our airlines. Our airlines are going to be going into St. Vincent, connecting St. Vincent and Guyana, and using St. Vincent as a hub across the Caribbean. So this year is going to be very, very exciting for us.
Chairman of Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., BTIM, Alvin Jetmont, said Barbados has nothing to fear for the time being from the new Argyle International Airport, due to open next month in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. According to a top tourism official here, the confident chairman added that it would take a considerable amount of time before there is any impact, despite the fact that Barbados has been the international gateway for some Eastern Caribbean destinations. Jamot said that he doesn't see an intermediate fallout for Barbados because things of this nature will take time to take root, and plans that have been made will not change overnight. So I don't think Barbados has anything to fear in this regard. Jamot said Barbados' long-standing partnership with a number of carriers had helped to solidify the country's position in the international market. Hence, there was even less reason to fear new access routes.
I think it's a good thing for the Caribbean, because the Caribbean is the most sought-after region, and it will also be a good thing for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I don't see an immediate follow for Barbados, because things of this nature will take time in order to take root, and plans that have already been made will not change overnight. So I don't think that Barbados has anything to fear in this regard. But I think that the expansion of the airport in St. Vincent will be of a benefit to the region.
Despite the confidence of the chairman of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., BTIM, Alvin Jetmont, the DV Southwinds manager, however, cautioned that even though the threat of competition may be some distance away, it did not mean the industry could afford to rest on its laurels. Jamot stressed that everyone has to always be cognizant of competition around them, and if we are called upon to compete, so if you sit on your laurels, someone else would eat your lunch. That is something that we cannot afford to do, and I am sure that we are not going to do that. Children's rights in St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be reviewed by the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child on January 16th to the 17th in sessions that will be webcast live. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is one of the 196 states that have ratified the Convention of the Rights of the Child, and so is required to be reviewed regularly by the committee of 18 independent experts. Committee members will hold discussions with a government delegation from St. Vincent and the Grenadines and how the convention is being implemented. They will base their evaluation on delegations' replies as well as the information from civil society groups. Vincentian Petrus Gums has secured himself a place in the history books of a U.S.-based university as the first non-American to receive the institution's Young Alumni Award. He was selected for the prestigious award by the College of Scholastica, which is located in Minnesota and was founded in 1892. Gums is also the founder and director of the STEM SVG Summer Program, for which he was evaluated to receive the Young Alumni Award. Speaking on a program on IKtv 2 years ago, Gums said that the STEM SVG Summer Program is geared towards building up the youth in SVG. Some 50 children have been assessed by the team of medical practitioners currently conducting a general surgery mission by the World Pediatric Project, WPP. Mr. Lukesh said they conduct 3 to 4 cases a day, and the surgeries conducted so far have been successful. The mission is led by Dr. Jeffrey Lukesh, a pediatric general surgeon who said 12 children have been selected for surgeries to be carried out this week. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves had reiterated his disdain for the economic citizenship programs being operated by some member states of the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States, OECS. Dr. Gonsalves, in his latest comment on the matter, emphasized that his country's citizenship is not for sale.
The Prime Minister of St. Vincent is one politician who remains averse to what he terms selling of passport and citizenship. As far as Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is concerned, other OECS leaders are free to adopt such programs, but not St. Vincent and the Grenadines. For him, it is a matter of principle.
The highest office in the land is that of citizen, higher than Prime Minister, higher than Governor General. It is not a commodity for sale. The passport is the outward sign of the inward grace of citizenship, and that too is not for sale. When people tell me you can make a lot of money from it, there are lots of things you can make money from which you would not necessarily get engaged in. But as I say, I am not criticizing any of my brothers in the other countries who want to go there. That is their right. We agree to disagree on this one.
The Traffic Branch Department of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force said there was an increase in the number of reported accidents in 2016 compared to 2015. Last year, 2016, there were 938 reported accidents, an upsurge from 845 reported accidents in 2015. Of the 845 reported accidents recorded in 2015, 176 resulted in injuries, while 664 did not. In that same year, there were 15 fatal accidents, in which 25 persons died as a result of those accidents. In 2016, of the accidents reported, 180 resulted in injuries, while 751 did not, and the year 2016 ended with a total of 7 fatalities. Station Sergeant Henry Providence, attached to the Traffic Department, told NBC News that a number of areas in which accidents were frequent have been identified, hence his department will increase its presence in those areas. Sergeant Henry also noted that there were many challenges in 2016, particularly in relation to parking. He said they understand and appreciate that parking in Kingstown is limited, but they also identify that persons are not willing to park in the available car parks. He pointed to the issues of the sidewalks, which he said could create a problem for pedestrians. They recognize that the sidewalks are crowded with vendors and pedestrians have to walk in the road, which creates some level of unsafety to them. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, while speaking on the OMG talk show yesterday, said that one of the major projects outlined by the Unity Labour Party to the Vincentian populace for the 2015 general elections is still at the concept stage. Prime Minister Gonsalves, in regards to the King Garden Tunnel, which he said is in his party's manifesto for 2015 elections, that he is, quote, about to embark on the construction of a new city at Annisville, which will include a new hospital and tunnel under King Garden to town, end quote, told listeners of the OMG talk show is still a concept. The Prime Minister said a study was done to the relative cost of that and the road going around King Garden. Gonsalves told a radio host that such project has to be done in conjunction with the development at Annisville. Sports news up next.